So coming up here, we have one of my favorite areas to go through. It's an outflow from the lake over there that goes under this bridge, under the roads, and it goes down through a creek there that you can actually walk through. Except for the time a couple years ago when it flooded, when it was like 25 feet deep over here. Anyway, I'll walk down here by the creek and you can see. If I had some flip-flops on, we would walk through this, but the water is crystal clear. And then there's the other end of the hotel with the water park and all that. We're gonna walk further down over here. Up on top of that hill there's a little creek that goes through there too, where there's bullfrogs and other things that I should probably check out shortly. But as you can see, there's people out here waiting and stuff. Okay. A little wound up, I would say. But as you can see, this is just absolutely crystal clear water right here. The water level is actually really shallow. There's times I've been down here and it's been 3-4 feet deeper than this up to the edge in some spots. Some squirrels are chasing each other. This camera actually works underwater, but we're not going to do that today, as cool as that would be. Lots of trees out here that provide shade, so even though it's warm out, it feels nice and cool under here. Look, everybody, I found a giant rock. I wonder if I should have slow-mo'd that. This camera has a slow-mo feature for that, doesn't it? You probably have to press it while you're doing it, don't you? Well, too late for that. I can test that out later. Maybe there'll be a spot where it's shallow enough for us to walk out here. I don't know. So if you like 4K movies that are calming and relaxing scenery, other than those kids screaming over there before, this is the place for you. There's some fish, some bluegill hiding under there. I've seen some really big fish in here before, but usually it's too shallow for that. We've got a boy over here fishing. Make sure you don't get poison ivy or anything over here, Eli. Just watch where you're walking. And this whole creek is probably like 200 or 300 yards long. And like I said, if you have flip-flops or things like that or sandals, it's really, really refreshing and fun to walk through this water. Unfortunately, I have shoes on today. Watch out for that. But this little area is kind of hidden in the middle of downtown Lake Geneva. Very easy to find though. Why don't you give us a water temperature check, Mr. Eli? Tell us what the water temperature's like. Go feel it. How does it feel?
Warm.
Warm? And as you can see, it wraps all around there. Watch out, it's mushy and soggy over here. We're going to cut back up to the path up here. How's everybody doing out there? Good? Hopefully this image stabilization feature is working well. Like I said, this is the first video I've taken with this. So try to bear with me because I'll get better at it as time goes along. This is just kind of a test run. I haven't stopped filming for like 6.5 minutes at the suggestion of my son. Probably because he doesn't feel like doing editing work with me later. And who can blame him? There's a little gazebo area over there. Then me and Eli are going to climb up this hill. And what you'll see after that, it's going to be pretty cool. Oh, there's also a Chicago Cubs themed sports bar back over here too. If you like cheering for losing teams. Anyway, here's another creek down here and a walkway or a path. And as you can see, if you come out here at nighttime, you hear bullfrogs croaking.
Is that a heat sensor to find them?
No, it's actually a GoPro that I just bought that I'm testing out.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And it does like 4K at 60 frames per second, so it should be pretty neat. Some friendly locals just talked to us for a second. They thought that I was using some sort of a heat sensor or something, which is kind of funny, but nope, not a heat sensor, it's a GoPro. Then, as we approach the end of this area here, we're going to turn into the main downtown area with all kinds of shops, and I guess I'll try to be considerate about not filming too many people up close here, because I know some people don't like being on camera, but I'm in public, so I'm not too worried about it. This entire area flooded here a few years ago, and I actually have video of it at home. It's pretty amazing flooding. So you have little winery shops